ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
You put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
If I can't do it, homie, it can't be done.
Yeah, I keep me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, 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 money.
Call out here for a pill. When they tryna get this money for a real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me, no, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? It's Alex, Fantasy Football Hustler, back at you. Week 16 of the fantasy playoffs. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what questions you guys got. Shout out to everyone who hopped in on Rumble. Here's the Rumble link. If you guys could watch over there, I appreciate you. Over there, you can sign up for memberships. You can still, we got the custom emojis over there. Just a way better experience. And the Rumble peep. Shout out to Devo. Shout out to Tim C. Let's see. Tim C got a question over there. He said standard 2 RB, 2 wide receiver, 2 flex. Chase Brown, Mixon, A-Chain, JT, Nico, Adams, Evans, Lamb. Chase Brown and A-Chain for the two running backs. Nico and Adams for the wide receivers. And then the 2 flexes, I'm going Mike Evans and I'm going CD Lamb. Let's go. Things may change, but that's my Thursday answer. And shout out to Johnny, who just hopped in on Rumble. Lipsy on Rumble. Who would you start? 2-man flex, Jennings, Devonta Smith, Mixon, Kyren, Walker, Sharp. I'm going Kyren for sure. So I already got James Cook and Gibbs in for the championship. Yeah, so I'm going Kyren and I'm going Devonta Smith. There we go. And last one on Rumble for now is for Tim C. Standard 2 RBs, 2 wide receivers, 1 flex, Walker, Stevenson, Ford, Guarendo, and then Puka, DJ Moore, Myers, London. As of right now, I'm leaning Stevenson and Guarendo, and I'm leaning Puka, and man, I almost want to go Jacoby Myers. With this one, Aiden O'Connell, he's been a full go. I mean, I don't know today. He was a full go yesterday, though. Yeah, man. I'm gonna say Myers for now. And then for the flex, I'm leaning Ford or DJ. I want to score more. And I'm leaning Ford. It's tough. Things may change. Let's see. Shout out to everyone on YouTube and everywhere else. Oh shit, King D says Guarendo is doubtful. Oh man. Thanks for that, King D. I did not see that. So I'm going Stevenson and Ford for that question then for the running backs. And then DJ, I want to score more as the flex. There we go. And Pam, what up? Coming at you from Dallas. Let's go. Nice. Vacay has begun. Praise God. Hope you have fun out there. Pam, hell yeah. Hey, Toker1J, what up? What up? I'm at Oncology for a checkup. Can't be live much with you right now, but good luck, everyone. Man, hope everything's good. Hope everything is all good over there. King D showing love on YouTube and on Rumble. You the man. Let's see. Trying to catch up here. I'm gonna star all the questions and come back to that. And roll. What up? Johnny, what up? What up? He said, what up, friends and foes? Congrats on making the second week of the playoffs. Let's go. What up, Perry? He said, what up, my playoff brothers? Let's get it. Hey, shout out to Kelly. What up? And Johnny said, if you're still alive in any hustler leagues, you are good at fantasy football. You should give yourself a high five, a high. You should give yourself a high and a high five. There we go. I'm so high I couldn't even spit that out. Yes, that's not easy. It's not easy. And like, man, like leagues like the 32-man league, like, dude, I'm excited that I'm in the top 4. It's not going to be easy to make it farther than what I've already made it. And Chef Rand said, I need Penix to feed London. Man, I'm so nervous. I am so nervous about that, bro. Who do they play again? I'm spacing. Who the fuck do they play? Yeah, the Giants, man. Dude, it's a horrible matchup. Horrible matchup. And Roll and Perry, I got you guys' questions. Start, I'm going to get back to them in a second after we shout everybody out here. So just hang out. Starring all the questions right now. Corbin, what up? What up? Right? We need more. We need more. Hitting that like button. I appreciate you. Hey, Toker1, thanks for showing love on Twitch, homie. Nigel, what up, Nigel? Captain Spock, salute. Nigel, no. So there's no super chat options. You got to go. There's a couple places where you could go. You could go to Twitch. I know you're over there. That's one place that you could go. Rumble. If you can make it to Rumble, that's the place where you can leave super chats, just like normal. Memberships, all of that. Or 420superchat.com. 420superchat.com. And what up, Shannon? Not liking the matchup for Jaden Daniels. We start Aaron Rodgers versus the Rams, or is that crazy talk? I would start Aaron Rodgers versus the Rams. Firefighter, what up? Last week I started Goff over Lamar, and he got 66 points. Do I have to do the same thing with Lamar versus Pittsburgh? I mean, I'm going to say no because Goff is on the road against the Bears. That's why I'm going to say that. And let's see. Pam said, yeah, that's why I asked about Taylor. Pick him up. Pick him up. I was so busy.
Pick him up!
So busy that I must have missed that this morning. And Corbin said, you mentioned Javonte tonight or risk starting Tillman. Fuck, man. If it's DTR, like, that's what sucks, man. If it is DTR, nobody's getting anything over there, and it's going to be like the worst thing that we could do is playing any wide receiver options for the Browns. So I might go Javonte unless we hear something about DTR. And shout out to Lipsy on Rumble. Shout out to the Roll on Rumble. Appreciate you guys. Lipsy said start Purdy or Kyler. Stuck on both. I'm going to say Kyler versus the Panthers. And Perry said 32-man league is freaking nuts for sure. Andres, I'm genuinely curious. That's insane. What's your roster for this 32-man? So I definitely have one of the better rosters. I mean, I made it to the top 4. Last week I scored the highest amount of points out of everybody. And there is IDP as well. So that's another thing that kind of helps. So my roster is I have Derrick Henry as my running back. I picked him at like 130. The 131 at the 31st overall pick. He dropped all the way. And then I picked Adams with my second pick. It was like the 2-2 or whatever. And then I picked Aaron Rodgers third. I picked Hollywood Brown fourth. He's not there anymore, obviously. I got Bucky. That saved me. That was like a 6th or 7th round pick. That saved me. I got Romeo Doubs as well. I mean, he's been out, a handful of times, but he's there. We only have 5 offensive starters. And then we have 4 IDP starters. And my IDP is held down by Josie Jewell and Levante David. I drafted those guys. They've been killing it all year. I got Ugo at DB, and then I got Nolan Smith at DL this week. And then Demarcus Robinson, he was in my starting roster for a handful of weeks when what's his name? When Dubs wasn't playing. Yeah, so that's my starting roster. We got 9. We got 9 that we start. And there's no like player copies or like anything like that. And yeah, Henry, Adams, Bucky, Dubs, and Rodgers, I drafted all of them. So like, I drafted Hollywood Brown and he like died, but yeah, for the most part, I got kind of lucky with the guys that I picked up. It was like, yeah, there was injuries along the way, but it was like, I had other random guys to like fill in. And yeah, Johnny, thanks for reminding me. He said, I really like having the start sits available to read over again in Patreon. Yeah. If you guys are Patreon members, you must be a paid Patreon member, but I'm going to start doing my full expanded starts and sits on Patreon. I have every single position there. And I put things like for the opposing teams in the matchups, I put things like points per game for the season that they've given up to the position, points per game over the last 5 games to the position, or last 4 games, whatever it is. And then I put the EPA for the season, that's expected points against, very, very huge to target this thing, to target this stat. And then I also put the EPA, the expected points against, over the last 5 weeks as well. So you can kind of see the trends on like what team has been doing good for their season averages compared to like the last 4 or 5 games. Because a lot of people get so hung up on like what happened in the beginning of the season, we forget that things change. And still going through and shouting everybody out. Shout out to this is Uncle Buck, right? Shout out to Uncle Buck. What up? What up? And Perry, the waiver wire must be ridiculous. I mean, there's like no waiver wire, you know, there's like no waiver wire. Like, and you can only roster 1 QB at a time as well. So there was a time where, remember all the Rodgers talk, like of him potentially getting shut down. I contemplated dropping him. I'm so glad that I didn't. So glad that I didn't. And shout out to Pam. Sutton, Garrett Wilson, Puka, JSN, sit 1. I'll sit JSN. Can I drop Tillman for Puka? In redraft, yes, but Dynasty, I'm going to wait. So if you're talking about the team earlier, just wait. Hey, shout out to Papa J. And Pam said, yes, I love the written version. Perfect. What up, Michael? Hey, we made it all the way to the end. I'm going to answer these couple questions, and we'll go back to the beginning. And Corbin, Ugo or Woods? It's all about Ugo, baby. I made the exact same decision. In that 32-man league specifically, I have Woods at Ugo, and I'm starting Ugo, baby. 3 20-point games in a row. And you got a team that's going to be throwing it a bunch. And Michael, should I roll with the Chargers, D tonight, or go the Colts? I'm going the Colts. I know that it's probably a really good matchup for Thursday night. I mean, not probably, it is a good matchup for Thursday night. I'm so worried about the Thursday night flukiness. Okay. And here we go. Nigel on Rumble. What up? He said, welcome to Rumble. Got some big decisions. Start Kelsey, Andrews, Strange at tight end. Kelsey with the matchup, but Strange would be my close second. And then flex 1, Tyreek, Swift, or Sutton. Sutton. It's tough, man. I hate telling people to sit Tyreek Hill. I really do. Pam said Herbert and Knicks. Break that down. It's a better matchup for Herbert. Herbert's got better weapons. Ever since J.K. Dobbins went out, however many weeks ago it was, like they barely run double-digit times. Like they're barely touching like 10 rushing attempts. It's just it's Herbert just throwing the ball and slinging it. And Ladd McConkey, as long as he's there, we're all good in the hood. So yeah, I don't. Even though it's a somewhat decent matchup for Knicks, I don't want it because it's a Thursday. That's why for Knicks. Smokey the cat. What up? What up? Hey, Papa J, IDP starters this week. Mo Riggs, Seiler, David, Grenard, Ugo. Solid. Very solid. How many of those guys did you pick up on waivers throughout the season? And let's see. And then Roll. I got your question here on YouTube. You're coming next. And he said, I traded May on Rumble. I traded May for Komet. I've traded May and Komet for JJ McCarthy, McBride, 2 QB and 2 tight end league. Thoughts? I mean, you got the better tight end and you got the weaker quarterback, and you got a quarterback that's not guaranteed as of anything. For all we know, he might never start a game for the Vikings. You know, like that's a thing where I'd be a little bit nervous. But in a 2 tight end league, if you have McBride, like that's definitely like a cheat code. So yeah, that's still good. Crispy, what up on Rumble? He said, fuck the Browns and the Falcons. And here we go. Roll. Let's see. Rate my dynasty. 2 QB. Caleb, Penix, McCarthy, A. Rich, Pesos, Breeze, K9, CMC, Swift. I mean, that's like a solid beef. I don't know like the amount of I mean, here's one thing that I'll say. Keep trade cut. We're better than keep trade cut. You know what I'm saying? It's like we got to stop using keep trade cut because that messes up our logic. Like it really does, because like we're talking about like keep trade cut is all the fantasy analysts that get cute like out there. And so just like everything as far as like rankings and everything, because look, you might be rated high on this one for all I know because of Richardson and JJ McCarthy, you know, but like I hate your QBs in this league specifically, you know, especially being a 2 QB like dynasty. Like I hate your QBs, you know, but keep trade cut might fucking love them because like they're on Caleb's nuts. And I mean, shit, they probably had Penix as a top 12 option before he even started a game, you know, like that's why I hate keep trade cut. They just lie to us. But, you know, your running backs, super solid. I mean, you got, it's not a bunch of young guys, but Brees, K9, CMC. I mean, that's solid. And, well, yeah, Roll, I know you love the QBs because you love going after those like super young, you know, guys. But like, remember when I was kind of like talking trash about your QBs in the Battle of the Brands and you were like loving them? And I was like, man, dynasty maybe, redraft. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I mean, a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential, but like, you know, it's a super flex league. So that makes me nervous. But no, I mean, all around, it's probably like a B- squad, I feel. I don't know how many teams are in this league, but yeah, this is like a B-, maybe like a B. Because I mean, you got solid people like all around. Like, I hate the quarterbacks. It doesn't mean they're not somewhat solid-ish, you know. And let's see. And Bakes, what up? Hold on. Roll over here. Bakes, he says, start Abdullah, Madison, Algier, full PPR. Abdullah, baby. Abdullah. And I know you're not about it, but yes, Abdullah. Let's go. Lipsy, some guy in our $200 league dropped all their players because he lost a playoff spot. So dumb. Yeah, I mean, it's annoying when that happens. I'm glad that we have like Sleeper who, you know, like that happens. Put all the players back, lock the team, and then that's it, you know? And then he gets to sit and watch. It's annoying for sure. The only time I've ever done that is when I got so pissed off at the commissioner because they were fucking... The commissioners were fucking cheating. Like it was when I was on this, they didn't like, it was the fantasy football reality, or like, I forget what the fuck they tried to coin as. They're nowhere to be found now. Found out they were jokes like 1 week into this fucking league. Wish I would have known before. I wouldn't have wasted my time. These guys would fucking change the schedule like weekly, like for the upcoming week. So certain people would play certain people, and there was like favorites that they had who they like really wanted to give the easiest matchups to. And then I just got so pissed, and the commissioner started acting like a bitch when I called them out. I was like, fine, you know what? Here, do some more work then. And it's like dropped everybody that I could to fucking, you know, piss off the commissioner and fucking make him do more work. But that's the only time where I've ever done anything like that. And it was totally because the commissioner was fucking cheating. And like, it was bullshit, man. Fucking bullshit. But yeah, I had to scoop up Lipsy said I had to scoop up Mixon and Kyren before anyone else did. I mean, I hope you get to keep them. I wouldn't play Mixon this week though. Don't play Mixon, man. It's a really bad matchup. I'm so nervous. And what Roll say? Oh, I forgot to tell you, I traded Sam Darnold for the 101 in Dynasty 2 QB. Oh man, like that's what's crazy is like 2 QB. I'd probably rather have Sam Darnold. Like, I know you probably love the rookie QBs. You're probably going to be going crazy for Shedeur and Cam. I mean, I'd rather have Cam Ward than Shedeur, to be honest. But, yeah, like, I don't think Sam, like, there's people who are like, yeah, Sam Darnold sucks. He's losing his job and it's going to be JJ next year. I'm not of that ilk. Like, look at what he's doing with this team. Unless it's like some garbage first round exit, Darnold's going to be the starting quarterback next year for the Vikings. Like, they actually hit on Darnold. They have no idea if they hit on JJ as of yet. He got hurt already. Like, he's already like if I was a GM and I drafted someone at the 110, my initial thoughts with him getting injured and being out for the whole season, I mean, that's a bust. Do you know that there has never been anybody in the NFL who got drafted in the top 10, who got injured before the season even started and was out for the year. Like, that's what's crazy about that. Like, he is like an anomaly with like the getting hurt. And see, Roll said Ashton Genty over Sam Darnold, even in 2 QB. That's the thing, man. Where's he going to go that he's going to do what he did? Please tell me where he's going to go to do what he did in college. Sam Darnold over Genty every day of the week and 2 times on Sunday in a super flex league, because the Cowboys, no fucking way. Cowboys are not drafting him. That would be funny. That would be funny. But like, Cowboys don't actually do what, like, you know, they just don't pick right. They don't. Look at them. Look at what they did. Give away Pollard for nothing, right? Just let him go. One of the best, like one of the better free agency pickups. Chargers, I mean, that's the thing. Like, when has like what's his name? Harbaugh has always been a committee like type of guy. Like, even in the J.K. Dobbins, you know, days, he wasn't getting 100% of the work. I mean, yeah, man. Yeah, C-Roll. I wish I was in some dynasty leagues with you, bro, because I'd be able to come up on some solid. I mean, I wouldn't. Whoever traded you the 101 right now is hella stupid, because they could have got way more for that 101 if they would have waited. But I feel like I mean, I don't think I would have traded like to get Sam Darnold for the 101. Because I feel like a couple months go by and you would have traded him for way less than the 101. And Roll, Adunze, Debo, Tillman. Then 104, 107, all my picks, W team. I mean, it looks good. I mean, the thing is like, when I rate teams, like whatever they rate as, you get one injury, everything changes. Everything changes. Oh, the rest of the team. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's solid. Perry, start 1. And it's the wide receiver 2, and then 2 flexes. London, BTJ, Hopkins, Bowers, McBride, Jonnu, Brian Robinson. BTJ, Bowers, McBride. Tough ass matchup for Jonnu, man. It's like impossible to sit him, but. And Perry, Packers, Colts, Bengals. I'm going to go, as of right now, I'm going to go the Bengals. If it's Winston, I'll probably pivot to the Colts. But I just really feel like it's going to be DTR. Like, they're already talking about him like early. So we got to see what happens. If it's DTR, Bengals are smash, smash, smash. And Perry, McConkey over Hubbard or Thielen. Over Thielen for sure. You know what? I would start McConkey over Hubbard. I mean, it's a decent matchup for Hubbard versus the Cardinals, you know, but dude, I mean, it's a decent matchup. It's like a really good matchup for McConkey, and Herbert's like, it's like, I only got eyes for you. That's pretty much how he rolls. All right, let me see. Where did I leave off over here? I think right here. Michael, pick 1, full PPR. Chase Brown, Walker, Bucky, Rashad White. Thanks, brother. Rolling with the Colts. All right, all right. I think I'm going. I am going with Chase Brown. Oh, pick 2. Okay, even better. Chase Brown. See, this one's tough because like it's either Bucky or Rashad White. It's one of those two. I'm gonna lean Bucky right now. He is questionable, but no matter what, you got the pivot, and like if one of them doesn't play, the other one is that much more valuable. And Johnny said at least a third of my IDP players across the board are waiver guys. Some teams it's even more. Yeah, I mean, I know Dynasty going to be a little bit different, but for redraft, I mean, like look at Ugo, for example. I have Ugo on so many goddamn teams, and even in our dynasties, I was able to pick him up. And like, dude, what a fucking stud. What a fucking stud, man. And Libsy on Rumble, I got a dumb kicker question. Would you pick up Boswell over Fairbairn? Probably. I think so. Yeah. I mean, it's tough. It's really like they're both really similar to me. I feel like the rate. So here's the dilemma. Okay. Here's the dilemma with these teams specifically. Boswell's the Steelers kicker, right? Let me go make sure before I go try to make some big ass point. Yeah, for the Steelers. See, I couldn't even remember what team Boswell was on. So the Ravens have been more of a shutdown defense than the Chiefs have been over the last, 3, 4, 5 weeks, something like that. So I feel like probably going to be more field goal opportunities for Boswell, and that's why I'm leaning him. Yeah. And Smokey the Cat, sit one, Bucky, Marvin Harrison Jr., Higgins, neighbors. Sit Marvin Harrison Jr., bro. It's tough, man. I know it is. Yo, what up, Jamie? Did you figure out Patreon, bro? Did you figure out Patreon? Because I know there was someone else in the same boat as you, and they just created a new account. But what you need to do, create the new account first, log into that account, and then click that link, and then get over there. And Smokey the Cat, Bengals or the Falcons? Bengals. Falcons are one of my top teams, though, this week to pick up and start. Jamie said, start two. Herbert May Knicks. Not liking Herbert's matchup. Their run game sucks. Where's the thing? The fucking Broncos, they've been a little bit more friendly to the QB as of, last 4 or 5 weeks. It's not like they were in the beginning of the year. It's not like that. So I'm rocking Herbert. They just don't run. Like, that's the thing. Like, Chargers are not running. That, like, I went and looked at all the touches and everything. Like, since J.K. Dobbins went out, they barely run it 10 times a game. That's the thing. They're barely running it 10 times a game. So Herbert's just throwing it. So that's why I like him. And I'm going to go Herbert and May. Oh, man. No, I'm going to go Herbert and Knicks. I'm so nervous about May going to Buffalo. The one thing that I like with May, for sure over Knicks, is the rushing. And that's the only reason why I even would contemplate starting May this week is because of his rushing. He keeps his floor high with that. And even now talking, I was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it, dude. Go May. Because these Thursday night games fucking suck. Zach, what up, homie? And start two, Flowers, Ford, McMillan, Pollard, Reed. I feel the higher upside is Ford and McMillan, but I feel like Flowers and Pollard have the higher floors. And I'll sit. Man, Reed could be really good versus the Saints. This is tough. This is a tough dilemma here. I'm leaning Reed and McMillan for right now. I'm leaning the wide receivers. Pam said I had a commish like that one time. Yeah, fuck people like that. Fuck people like that. And this was a league that they were trying to put on YouTube and shit. And they were going to try to make it a reality, type show. And they failed, for sure. They literally nothing saw the light of day. But yeah, that was some bullshit, man. I hate people like that. The only league that I changed the schedules in is the Marvel Multiverse of Madness, our 32 team league. And I told people going into this season that weeks 11, 12, 13, No, I think 10, 11, 12, 13. No. Yeah, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's weeks 11 through week 14. I'm going to be changing the schedule around so it is strictly divisional games. And that was fucking hard. That was so fucking hard. Probably one of the hardest things I ever had to do. It was playing Tetris for 4 weeks with 32 teams. And it was like, these 8 teams needed to play each other. These 8 teams needed to play each other. And that was fucking hard. And like, I'm glad nobody complained and said like, oh, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Like nobody complained or anything. Like there was zero biasness. It was like, if you played a team during the season, you may or may not play them during that bye week or during those 4 weeks because you only play 4 teams, you know? So throughout the it was like whatever sleeper kind of did. If you faced one of those guys already, there was a 50-50 shot that you wouldn't play them again. It kind of just depended on how everything like worked out. But yeah, that shit was hard. And Jamie said Darnold to the Browns who can fail. I think he's staying with the Vikings, man. And Podson, what up? Need your help at tight end, a Conquo, Noah Gray, Juana Man. Nobody else is available. Ooh. I'll go with I'm going to go with Noah Gray on this one. Abraham, Darnold or Love this week? Love. Yeah, Love. John, wipe my feet on the way in. Appreciate you. All right. Lonely Stoner. And then, actually, hold on, Lonely Stoner. You're going to be next. Let me answer King D's question over here on Rumble. King D, bench 2. A-Chain, Bucky, Brown, Pacheco, Mixon. Probably Pacheco, Mixon. Fuck, do the Dolphins play again? Why am I spacing on that? Yeah, 49ers. Yeah. Pacheco, Mixon. It's tough. And Lonely Stoner, PPR, 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 1 kicker, 1 defense, Vidal, Spears, Miller, B-Rob. Oh, fuck. J-Mo McLaurin, Kraft or Strange. I mean, Strange there. Dude, like, I'm so nervous about all of your options, man. I'm so nervous for you. So Strange is the tight end. That one was easy. Lutz or Butker? Man. Butker? Yeah, the kicker questions. You also got to tell me who's who. Like, luckily, Lutz, he's on the Saints, right? Butker's on the Chiefs. I normally don't even know what kickers are on what team because I, like, track them, like, negative. I don't track them at all. And then Cowboys or Chargers? Chargers. 2 running backs. B-Rob fucking sucks playing the Eagles. It's tough. I don't like any of your other matchups either. So I'm going to say B-Rob and Spears. And then J-Mo or McLaurin. God damn. I'm going to say J-Mo because, like, last time McLaurin played the Eagles, like, dude, they shut him down. He had, like, 3 points. I'm nervous about that. Corbin, Kate Otten or Fryer Muth. I am going Otten. John said Andrews or Hawkinson. I am going Hawkins. No, I'm going Andrews. Sorry, Andrews. And then Kyler or Hurts. Hurts. John, JSN or Wilson. I'm gonna go Wilson as of now, but just make sure you come back because we're gonna hear more news about Geno. Damn, Lonely Stoner been staying alive while starting Vidal last couple weeks. Man, let's keep staying alive. Let's keep staying alive. Hey, Justin on Facebook, what up, bro? Won my fantasy best ball league matchup by 0.01. Golf clap, bro. Golf clap. I got to go check one league where stat correction could save me, but I don't think I got it because it's offense only. Yeah, such bullshit. I lost by 0.02. 0.02, and I outmanaged myself. It makes it even worse. And Quinn, Mahomes or Penix this week? I'm still leaning on Mahomes. Penix has not a good matchup versus the Giants. People might think that they're a good matchup, but they're really not for the quarterbacks and wide receivers. Way better for the running backs. And Corbin Ugo helped me get to the playoffs at 7-7. Woo! Ugo! Yes. Dude, killed it, man. I mean, anyone who's playing in IDP 1, 2, 3, I mean, 320 plus point games in a row. Like, that is huge for someone you just pick up off the waiver wire. And Podson, what do you think about the new Mikhail Myers? About the new Mikhail Myers since John T. or Gibbs are doing it now? Every high school running back doing the same shit now. Back in my day, coach had us on our hands and knees, led with the shoulder. Yeah. So, I guess I'm confused about your question a little bit. Write it in again. But the new style of running backs, like, it's weird how, like, running backs are like so essential to football, but when you get to the NFL, it's like they're not essential. Like, I don't get it. It's like, yes, I mean, if they need to evolve to what the NFL fucking is, like, that's for sure. But yeah, it's Gianti's the man. He's not even getting a bunch of like receptions though. Like, he's just killing it. And Gucci Rooster, you'll be next over here on YouTube. Bakes, start Still from the Chargers or Worley in the IDP flex spot? I'm leaning Still. He's been doing so good. And, like, look at that. Like, no Jaleel McLaughlin for the Broncos already. And it's not like he's great, but that's just one running back down, you know? So I just feel like no matter what, like, it's harder to run on the Chargers than it is to throw. So I do expect them to throw. I just expect Knicks to fuck up a little bit as well. And, like, guy like Still should be getting a bunch of tackles, right? Maybe even an interception. Knicks, I mean, shit, what do you throw? 3 greasy picks last week, plus took some sacks. And then Lipsy, so where can I join your playoff drafts? I want in. Yes, sir. So you want to join? Go to 420crew.com. That's the best place. I've kind of been posting about it like every single day, but yeah, I need a way to be able to message you the league link. So you don't necessarily have to join 420crew.com, because actually you can't even send me a direct message over there unless you're a paid member. Go to fantasyfootballhustler.com and then hit me up on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter. I mean, on Facebook, sorry, not YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any of those. I just need to be able to message you or send me an email, fantasyhustler420@gmail.com. I just need to be able to communicate with you to send you the link. And that goes for everybody. These leagues are going to be so fun. $20 buy-ins, $35 buy-ins, $55 buy-ins. Super fun. I keep the fantasy party going for all of us. It's a 3-week league, and trust me, you will be so happy when you are knee deep in the draft, because is that not the most fun? Like, I mean, I know winning the championship, like, that's like the most fun. That's what I get the most, that's what I get the happiest about. But come on, man, like, drafts is probably like the closest second. Like, no matter what, like, we all love drafting. There's no getting around it. And, like, now you got a chance. You want to get into 10 drafts that take place over the course of a week? I got you. And Gucci Rooster, full PPR, BTJ or Bucky. As of right now, I'm leaning Bucky, but goddamn, I like both of these guys this week. I saw it. He said, dude, I thought I was tripping. 2 of you? Carry on. Yeah, if it's just me by myself, I like having the double vision. It's just more fun, you know? And I need to get that drop because it's fun. Something, and then a double vision. And Jamie, thoughts on Mixon this week? He's banged up. Texans already locked their playoff spot. You think they'll limit him to get him fully healthy? I'm trying to sit Mixon at all costs. It does depend on the matchup. Always depends on the matchup with anything. It always depends on who you have on your squad. That's what it depends on, because, like, I'm not going to start trying to think. Patrick Taylor. I'm not going to start Patrick Taylor, you know, over Mixon, you know, even though it is a good matchup, you know. But yeah, just like I'd rather have Mixon over any of these scrappy guys who I'd be picking up off the waiver wire who they're, you know, going to be hit or miss just like Mixon. But I'm super nervous. I want to sit Mixon at all costs if I can. Got to be able to afford to, though. You know, got to have someone decent, at least halfway decent. Chef Ran, half PPR. Can you pick 4? London, Cup, Puka, McLaurin, Bucky, Tracy. Bucky in. Emphasize said, damn, I was going to buy more of this flour, but that explains it. Hell yeah, this shit's funny. For Chef Ran, Bucky in, Puka in, Cup in. London in. Phil, what up, bro? Hurts, Daniels, Darnold, 4-point passing, TD, sit 1. I'm going to sit Daniels versus the Eagles. It's tough, man. Hey, Red Dog, what up? Knicks or Murray? I got to go Murray this week versus the Panthers. Podson, Mixon over Ford. Heard you say earlier, don't start Mixon. What RB is your cutoff? So I swear, like Ford legit might be my cutoff. Like where I would play Ford over Mixon because we've seen it before from Ford. Okay, it's not like he's some fucking random guy that we've never seen do good in the NFL. Shit, we saw him do good last week, you know, and the matchup is prime versus the Bengals. So like that legit might be my cutoff is Ford because I feel like a lot of people might have Ford like somewhere ranked in like the 20s, you know, like a low end RB2. I have him more of like a higher mid-level RB2. And Mixon, because that matchup versus the Chiefs, we're talking the worst matchup, you know, that you can have. Damn near worst. Over the last 4 weeks, they've only been like the 5th worst team to start your defense against. Not the worst team. That's been the Eagles. So yeah, I probably would start Ford over Mixon. Lipsy says Patrick Taylor must start now. Fuck no. The Dolphins have been a lot better versus the run over the last couple weeks. So I'm not saying don't start him. I'm just saying he's not a must start where I'd like start him over damn near anybody. If you're a must start, that means it doesn't matter what options you give me, that person's starting. You know, like Patrick Taylor's not that. Chef ran too much supply of HBs and short shelf of life in the league. Yeah, it is for sure. And but it's also the way that do most teams not call shitty running plays? You know, like, I mean, that's kind of like where my head is leaning with like the running backs. Like, it's almost like there's so little thought that comes into the way that you run that you run scheme. You know, not everybody's Derrick Henry, you know, and like we see like some of these teams where they, you know, they have the zone run schemes and all that. And like that just seems to work a lot better because you're like maneuvering guys into exact position, you know, versus like just running them up the middle, you know, like I feel like that happens way too much. And like the HB dive is probably one of the worst plays to run in the NFL. And like so many teams do it, even though they don't even have hogs up front, you know, to be able to like break your guy free. But yeah, man, shit sucks. And Facade, he said, smash that damn like button or smash the damn buttons. There we go. Smash them on Rumble. Let's go. And Evan on YouTube, have PPR flex help. Judy, Devonta Smith, DK. Worried about Judy without Jameis. Yeah, exactly. If it's not Jameis, I will not start Tillman, Judy. I will not start anybody besides Ford on that squad. And that is it. I'm leaning Devonta. I'm leaning Devonta versus the Commandos. It might be a little bit tough for AJ Brown because of Marshawn Lattimore, who's starting over there now. He's back healthy. So yeah, I'm going Devonta. Neil the Legend, Nick's Herbert, or a Rich. It definitely ain't gonna be a Rich, bro. And then Terry or Brian Thomas. Brian Thomas for sure, and Herbert for sure. Let's go. And Evan, he said it's a full PPR league. Really hard decision here. I need to bench one of these guys. Shit, ain't gonna be Bijan, I'll tell you that much. Bijan, Alvin, Chuba, Mike Evans, CD, JSN. Shit, I mean, it might work itself out to where like Alvin Kamara doesn't play. So I would say come back on Saturday. Because this is like we're barely gonna like today is like Wednesday for the Monday night. Like it's like their very first practice. Like that's what I mean when I say it's like a Wednesday. So like Saturday, that's like their Friday practice. So that's the one that will tell us more often than not. It tells us everything. Sometimes we got to wait it all the way down, but it's probably going to be Kamara, bro, that I'd say to sit here. And Carlos, what up, homie? Bo Nix over Aaron Rodgers. Nope, Rodgers this week. Stranger Muth, Strange. DJ Moore, Terry. Fuck, I'm gonna go DJ Moore. Both have not good matchups. And then Lutz or McManus. Fuck, what teams McManus play on? I don't even know. I'll just say Lutz for Monday night because I can't even think of what team McManus plays on. And Chef Ran, yes, sir. Appreciate you, homie. Jay Easy, what up, bro? So what up? Hustler said, how do I do a donation chat on YouTube? So you can't on YouTube anymore. They demonetized us. If you want to leave a donation, you go, the easiest way is 420superchat.com. 420superchat.com. Or you can hop over to Rumble. It is very, very easy to leave. It's very, very easy to leave donations on Rumble as well. But if you go to 420superchat.com, that's actually like my online store. So that is where the show gets the biggest percentage of your donation. It's like 95, 96%, something like that. And and my bad. Answer that question. Didn't even see your second part here. We rank these guys for PPR. Terry, Brees, Devonta, JMO, BTJ. Devonta, BTJ, Brees, JMO, Terry. Terry's lowest on my list. Last time he played the Eagles, he got held to 3 points and like 1 catch. And Eagles secondary has been shutting people down. And the thing about Jaden Daniels, he throws a really good like completion percentage. He doesn't throw it into tight windows like all that often. He'll just run it and take the sack versus like making a bad decision. That's like really good for the NFL, but it's bad for guys like Terry McLaurin if he has a really bad cornerback matchup. And Michael's the last one, brother. I said, I promise we rolling with Adams over London with Penix start. Yeah, I mean, if it was Kirk Cousins, I still would be a little bit nervous because of the matchup. But yeah, it's got to go Adams. And Podson, Ford, JMO, Mixon for the last flex. Ford. Yeah. Oh, McManus for the Packers. Oh. I'll go McManus. There we go. Also a Monday night game. Playing the same game. Grass Tokers R Us says Doc says keep on token. There we go. Because like it's crazy that you live in a state that is not 100% recreationally legal yet for cannabis, and your doctor, after seeing you stop smoking, said that you should keep on token. And it's awesome that your doctor is unbiased and just giving you the best opinion, not based on any bullshit going on. And let's smoke it up. I'm 38 and I know that weed, like, I'm not gonna say I'm like super healthy or anything, I could lose a few lbs, I'm sure I could be in a lot better shape as well. But I know the weed keeps me from like, getting extra sick. I feel that. Uh-oh, what do we got here? Vanessa and my sister have been like making cookies and sweets like all weekend or all week. Here we go. It looks like chocolate chip. Solid. Hey, shout out to JPZ. And Sean just said, I'm going against Saquon, Hurts, James Conner. Am I cooked? I'll start Lamar, Aaron Jones, B-Rob, Chase, Neighbors, Sutton. Who else can you start besides B-Rob? And you haven't, who else can you start besides B-Rob the Mob? You know that I love him. Well, even hit his drop, but it's a horrible matchup for him.
Caught a bullet in his rubber goose. He caught a bullet in his rubber goose. You can be at the party getting loose, but you can catch a bullet in your goose.
And Sean's in the playoffs. Anything can happen. I will never go into a matchup thinking I'm cooked. I'm going to think positive, and I'm just going to make sure to make the best sit decisions that I can. And if you feel like you're cooked, you go higher upside with some of your players. That's why you don't play B-Rob, who might have a decent floor, but the ceiling, not really there. Not really there. Papa J, Adams, AJ Brown, Nico, JSN or Downs. Start 2-1 flex. I'm sitting JSN. Yeah. And Podson, I've been going to see my nephew's football games, and all the running backs are doing the Gianti stance, pre-snap in the backfield. It's hilarious. Oh, okay. And see, I don't even know what is what the pre-snap stance like is, but hey, man, that's if you're gonna look up to someone right now as a youth running back, Gianti is the guy that you should be looking up towards. And JPZ again. Michael said, taste tester, where do I sign up? Right? Yeah, I've been trying all their random fucking Christmas crack. Like it's literally Christmas crack. All the different types of fudge, and I don't even know. Like I don't even know. They had like something where it was like Chex. It was like the Chex cereal, but it was coated in chocolate and peanut butter and shit. And I'm like, what? So good. But yeah, literally, it's like Christmas fucking chocolate crack. And Sean said, only other RB, Gus Edwards, Tank Bisbee, Kendra Miller. Well, you're rolling with B-Rob the Mob, bro, like I said.
Caught a bullet in his rubber goose. He caught a bullet in his rubber goose. You can be at the party getting loose, but you can catch a bullet in your goose.
But I will say, if Kamara doesn't play, if he's fully out, and we know that in time, I probably play Kendra Miller versus the Packers. I mean, Packers give up a bunch of run, but I mean, I guess the one thing that sucks no matter what about the Saints in general is their offense. Like they can just have a shitload of 3 and outs. Like that could also screw you. So yeah, one more time, just because we all love the song, B-Rob the Mob.
Caught a bullet in his rubber goose. He caught a bullet in his rubber goose. You can be at the party getting loose, but you can catch a bullet in your goose.
Catch a bullet in your goose. JP said, oh man, I'm gonna get some of that crispy crunchy for after the smoke sesh. I can fix these lineups. Bro, why you gotta bring up crispy crunchy chicken, man? Dude, every time someone brings it up, like, fuck, I want that so bad. It's so good, man. It's so good. I never would have dude, like shout out to the peeps that know about it, because I don't know if I ever would have like tried it, because it's like they're only in like gas stations, you know. But I guess out here in Vegas, it's a little different. Like there's straight McDonald's that are inside gas stations, and Jack in the Boxes, and like, you know, all that. So I don't know how it is everywhere else. It's not necessarily like that in San Diego. But yeah, that's best gas station chicken you will ever have. And it's actually a really smart business model for them, because it's a franchise model, obviously, but you can only franchise. You can only franchise if like you have to have like a certain amount of like foot traffic and shit in like your spot. And I think that's like why they let them in a lot of gas stations, just a lot of foot traffic. Oh yeah, guys, and don't peep the shirt, peeps. Another 420 crew. It's the Whistling Nug. Make sure you go 420crewmerch.com. Got a bunch of shirts on there. Bake said crispy crunchy is legit better than Popeyes. Hell yeah, man. I second that. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's like the best fried chicken like in the world or anything, but if we compare it to, you know, KFC, Popeyes, Churches, trying to think, is there any other chicken joints on that level? Like, but that's what that's who I compare it to, and it smashes all of those. Hey, I am your on Twitch. What's that? And Grass Tokers are us. What up? I got Kyren, Kamara, Dowdle, Ken Walker, Start 2, 1 Flex, and I got Puka DK. Okay, so Kyren is in. Everybody else sucks on this list. I'll go Ken Walker if he's playing. And I'll go Kamara if he's playing. That's tough. Dowdle, horrible matchup versus the Bucks. Bucks have been one of the best over the last like 4 or 5 weeks against the run. Oh, wait, second part for this. Shit, you got to put it in again. It cut off one of the players. Tucker one. You see that? Whoever's after DK. But Puka, Neighbors, DK in, and D-Hop's probably the last one. But throw it in again. You can let me know who that other person is. I can't see. Podson, check out Gianti's pre-snap stance is basically Michael Myers. It's going to change the game. Let me see. Let me just go Google it. Oops. There we go. When I type in Gianti pre, it popped up on Google. So yeah. You gotta be really good to do stuff like that though. Like he's really good. Yeah, see, I guess that's what sucks is when like when you do try to do when you do try to do shit like that, some people think it's cocky, some people think it's arrogant. If you can back it up, fuck them. But yeah, it's the ones who can't back it up. And let's see. I am your on Rumble, Atlanta or Indy D this week. I'm going to go Falcons. Michael says same here in Oakville, Texas. Yeah. Oak Cliff, Texas. And J. Phil, Ladd, Jennings, or Najee start 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Ladd, Najee. JPZ said Royal Farms, also some bomb chicken. Never heard of Royal Farms. I wonder if they have it around this way. Tucker 1, Puka, DK, Neighbors. Oh, Cooper, that's who it was. I stick with my same. Puka, DK, Neighbors, D-Hop. C-Dog, DK, Jennings, Patrick Taylor. Gonna go DK. Hey, Billy D. Najee or Kendre? Najee. Hey, what up, Alex? Aaron Rodgers or Jay Love? This one's tough. I'm gonna go Rodgers. Jamie said, tried to create a new Patreon account, but it made me a creator for my own page. It doesn't matter. You could still, even with that one, it's fine. You can still go and like add like follow people, even if you're a creator on there, you can still do that. So yeah, use that account. Don't worry about all the created page and shit like that. Like, don't worry about that. There, and actually, if you're on Patreon, if you're on the app, look in oh man. Dang it. Actually, oh yeah. So what you do, if you're on Patreon, the app, look in the upper right corner. It should have a picture or like just a square that you could click on, and you could change it from creator to member. What the hell? They got different app icons for Patreon. It's changing Chrome this biatch out. Woo. And King D, I'll send you all those if you're still listening. I'll send you all those squares after the show. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Freedom Espo on Rumble. 1 second. I'll be over there. And Danny Angel. Here's the dilemma. Goff outside in the cold weather or Darnold in the rain in Seattle. That's the dilemma for sure. And I'm leaning on Goff. I'll lean on Goff. Yeah. But yeah, we definitely got a lot of dilemmas in these playoff matchups. That is for sure. That is for sure. Billy D, Brock Bowers or Strange. Ooh. I'm gonna say Bowers because it's gonna be O'Connell. If it's not O'Connell, I would if it's not O'Connell, I would pivot and I would go Strange. But yesterday O'Connell was a full go. So I mean, I didn't hear anything today yet because they're West Coast, so we might not hear for like an hour or so. But I would be, if it's Ritter, fuck no, yeah, go Strange. But as long as it's O'Connell, I'm leaning Bowers, and I'm okay with it. Danny, yes sir, yes sir. Don't forget, guys, 420crew.com. Go get signed up and join the private community. You could join for free. I recommend joining as a paid member, so you just get more access to everything. And even now, if you want to get access to some of the dopest start sits that are out there, like now I'm just going to be putting 100% of my start sit information on Patreon for paid members because I could go into more detail. And I just found people aren't really watching the videos like that, and they're not watching that much. So it's like pointless to like make this like this big ass video where I mention like every single player and all this shit and all these stats, and then nobody watch. So Patreon, though, literally like everything's in written form. I can actually go back in and change things as the days progress as well. I've already gone in and done that. Like I made the running back start and sit post, and then CEH got picked up and signed by the Saints. So I went over there and put CEH on the sit and just reminded everybody CEH got picked up, but still sit his ass. So yeah, it's one of the best things going right now. And I probably should have been doing this a little bit longer before, but I was just so caught up in like making videos like out of it. Yeah, their videos are just, the uploaded videos are just going to be done in a different way. I'm going to be really focusing on the shorts, and there's so much going on right now. I didn't even post the waiver videos or anything. It's all on Patreon, because the best ball shit that kept me hella busy. I had to go through like 500 teams. Oh shit. And Freedom Espo on Rumble. Let me know if you're still there. My bad. I got Jay Hertz, Bucky Irving. I got Jacobs, Adams, Worthy, Bowers. I'm assuming is that Brian Robinson? I'm assuming so. And then Bills D and T Bass. I kicker. I like it. The only one, I mean, I'm a little bit nervous about Worthy, and I'm very, very nervous about Brian Robinson. Everybody else, I mean, very, very solid. Let me know if you're there. Throw in an emoji or something just so I know you're there. Zach said the Cowboys secondary good. Trying to figure out if I should start McMillan is more likely than Flowers. I'd rather start McMillan over Flowers. It's the Cowboys secondary, like they're one of the positive matchups. Zach, you're a paid Patreon member. Make sure you go in there. You could click on the collections. That makes it easier. If you click on the collections, and then you'll see the 4 start and sit posts that are there. Oh, Freedom Espo said Bijan. Oh, yeah, I ain't worried about Bijan. He's standing there. Yeah, the only one I'm a little bit nervous about is Worthy. But everything else, really solid. But yeah, so I'm leaning on McMillan. And then Chubb is injured, so Jerome Ford should have a big game. Yeah, I mean, I think he is. I think I have him ranked a lot higher than a lot of people. And Zach and Reed has a nice matchup versus Saints. Exactly. Yeah. The only thing that makes me a little bit nervous about that is if the Saints can't really move the ball, it might just go to where they stop throwing it, like if they're just whooping their ass that bad. Zach's, yeah, tough to decide who to start for sure. And Jonathan, what up? Ladd and Terry, scary matchups are killing me. Would you bench any of them for Keenan, Jennings, or Ridley? I'd bench Terry. Yeah. I mean, it sucks, dude, but he got 3 points last time he played Washington. 3 points. I mean, last time he played Washington. Last time he played the Eagles. That's it. 3 points. And Daniels isn't going to force feed him in like a bad matchup. Like that's why he doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. That's why his completion percentage is usually very high, is because he doesn't throw it into like tight windows like that. So yeah, I would just hey, and shout out to Lipsy who joined our server. Yeah, there we go. Lipsy, if you're still listening, you talked about getting a hold of me for the Playoff League's Discord. That's the way you can get a hold of me as well. I'm not always super active there. I try to be. I would love if there's anybody who would like to like run the Discord. Like I would love if there's anybody who would like, or maybe a couple people who would run the Discord. Like, cause it should be way more active than what it is. And yeah, it's interesting. Because I know there's some people that love it, and then there's some people that like never use it. All right, 1 second. Totally forgot I needed to message someone back. I just don't want to forget. Man. I need to start blocking all these bullshit numbers that like pop up, because like I usually just like hit the the button or whatever, and then it's like, and they still call back. All right, Lipsy says still there. There we go. So yeah, so Rumble. So high right now. Discord. There we go. Dude, Sleeper pisses me off. Why? Sometimes I'll upload a picture and it'll upload like 10% and then like stop uploading. Like right now, I'm having to upload it 4 times for it to all right. Okay, back to the chat. There we go. Jamie said, I hate Discord. See, I know some people hate it. And I'm going Ridley, Jonathan. I'm going Ridley in this matchup. And Freedom, should I swap one for Worthy? I got Mooney and Pickens on the bench. You know what? I might just rock with Worthy. I'm a little bit nervous about Mooney's matchup this week, and he's got Penix, so like things are just different. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, man. Rocking Worthy. And Jonathan said, I got another dilemma. My RB2 is either Walker or Charbonnet if they play, or Spears and Abdullah if Walker and Charbs both would play. Who would you start Spears? Who the hell does Spears play again? Spears plays the Colts. No, I think I would play Abdullah in this matchup and just hope for him to get a bunch of catches like he's been getting. All right. There we go. Made it all the way to the end of the comments. Freedom Espo, Trey Tucker too. Nah. Fuck that. Yeah, Worthy. I'm nervous about Worthy, but all those guys you mentioned make me way more nervous than Worthy makes me. At least he's playing with Patrick Mahomes. They're playing against a good defense, but it's not like the defense doesn't give up points or yards or anything like that. And usually when they're playing against like a good defense, usually they have to get a little bit more creative with the play calling, and then it usually ends up being guy like Worthy getting some of the random, plays. If he randomly gets 18, if he randomly gets, what do you have, 11 or 10 targets, something like that last week, and I know he didn't really pull down everything, but yeah. Here's to you and Worthy, and hopefully Worthy getting double-digit targets again. Yeah, Freedom asked about me too, for sure. Yeah, I feel it. It's always easy for me to say I don't like someone or someone makes me nervous without knowing your whole team, and then you give me the other guys, I'm like, fuck those guys. Yeah, it's just that's how it be. And Tim C. Let's see. Hey, and shout out to Michael on Facebook. 1 second, Michael. We got 2 questions ahead of you. And let's see. Tim C on Rumble said standard 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 2 flex. Gibbs, Stevenson, Aaron Jones, A-Chain, and then Chase, St. Brown, Lamb, McLaurin. I mean, Gibbs is in. We are not sitting Gibbs. Yeah, Gibbs and Aaron Jones are both in. So those are 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, Chase and St. Brown. I mean, we're not even thinking twice about that. And then the 2 flex spots. So that'd be Stevenson or A-Chain or Lamb, and we're not playing Terry. A-Chain and CD. Yeah, there we go. So Gibbs, Jones, A-Chain, Chase, St. Brown, CD. There we go. Now I'll get to your second question in 1 second. And Michael, what up, bro? Start 2, tough one this week. AJ Brown, London, Jennings, Downs. I'm probably going AJ Brown and Jennings for now. London maybe, but I'm nervous about Penix. Shout out to Frizzil. What up, homie? What's going down, bro? I sent you a message back on Patreon. I don't know if you saw it. Just a heads up. And Tim C, we got PPR, 2 RBs, 2 wide receivers, 2 flexes, and we got Jacobs, Mixon, A-Chain, Guarendo. Guarendo's doubtful. I'm going Jacobs and A-Chain. 2 running backs. And then 2 wide receivers, St. Brown, Cup, Lamb, Tyreek. I'll go St. Brown and Cup. And then the 2 flexes, I'll go Lamb. Gonna go Lamb and Mixon. It's so tough to sit Tyreek, man. Like, I know there was like, 2 weeks in a row where I'm like, we are riding or dying with Tyreek. And like last week, like he didn't fluke us, all the way. Like it wasn't really, like it wasn't zero. But I'm so nervous against the Niners. They're giving up like no points to the wide receivers. And I just like, if you weren't the Niners, why wouldn't you be scheming to try to take out Tyreek? Like everybody is. And they're not being creative the way that they use him right now. And Crispy said, I have Cousins and Winston in the 47 in the second round of the playoffs. Fuck, nothing else to be said. Yeah, it sucks, dude. That sucks, man. Cheers, Crispy. And it said, I had a buy in the 22, and O'Connell's my only starting quarterback left alive. Carr, T-Law, Levi's, Jameis. Man. Yeah, it's tough, man. Like, I don't know how I got so lucky in one of these leagues last year where, like, I had Aaron Rodgers, Cousins, and Danny Pesos, and all of them died, and I still won the championship because I traded for Gardner Minshew in the middle of the season. And literally one quarter, like I got to have the hitters, man, and it sucks. That sucks, man. And in the past, week 16, this used to be the championship, back in the day. Like it was only shit. I mean, within 10 years, I don't remember when they changed to the 18-game season, but that was when, everybody needed to evolve and change the playoffs from week 15 to 17. But like this used to be the championship week. And like, dude, there's like, I remember one year where I got completely fucked, 2014, where I had, what's his name? Cutler, Jay Cutler, this motherfucker. He got benched for week 16, only week 16. And that was it. And then he played in week 17. And I lost because there's nobody that I could pick up. It was a 2QB league. And then one of the two leagues that I was in, it was stupid. It was like there was max moves in that league. And anybody who plays in leagues with max moves, I don't envy you, because if you plan on winning a championship, it's usually going to take a lot of moves. And the only people who get screwed by the max moves are the people who make it far in the playoffs. Last 4 teams, final 2 teams, all that. All right. Sounds good, Frizzil. Thanks for coming through. And Perry, Daniels, Love, or Rodgers? I'm going Rodgers over Love very slightly. I'm nervous about Daniels versus the Eagles. They shut everybody down. They really do. And Tim, standard, Darnold, Purdy. I'm going Purdy. And then next one for Tim C. PPR need 2, Mahomes, Purdy, Darnold. Mahomes and Purdy. Hold on one second, guys. Oh, check this out, guys. I totally forgot because I just got an update right now. So, you know how I love weed, right? Just like Sir Smoke Slap. Love weed. One of the things that I'm going to do along my connoisseur mission is I'm going to start testing these, the big weed YouTubers. So I ordered, because this dude had, it was like their 3rd year anniversary. So they had like 33% off of everything. So I ordered 2/8 and I ordered a 1/2 ounce of their smalls. And because I know I always hear them talking about the smalls. So I ordered so I can leave a review, and I'm gonna start reviewing all these weed YouTubers who I love. The weed YouTubers that like they have, you know, that they'll just ship weed anywhere, you know, legally, you know. I'm gonna try all these, and I'm gonna give honest reviews on them. And they better hope their weed doesn't suck, because most of them are California like companies. So like, you know, these guys are smoking California weed. So I have California taste buds still. Jamie said, didn't realize you loved weed. When did this start? And hey, Luis, what up, bro? He said, just hopped into YouTube. Let's get it. Let's smoke it up. And I am your. Just wait up 1 sec. I'll be over there in a sec for that question. And Jamie, Mixon or McLaurin? Mixon's ugly as fuck. PJ, dead and everything, but a best ball in office freebie league. So all my questions here on out are about the meaning of life and shit. Hey, you know what, PJ? That's what it's all about, man. Sorry that shit happened, but you know what? I got the playoff redemption leagues. If you want to get some redemption, $20, $35, $55 buy-in. 55! Get some redemption, bro. Get a new draft, get a new team going. It's super, super fun. Super, super fun. And Luis, 2 questions. Lamar does bad against the Steelers in the past. Numbers don't lie. Do I sit Lamar? It depends on who you have. My backup is Baker against the Cowboys. I might play Baker over Lamar. I mean, it depends on the scoring system, but if it's just like standard, well, here's the thing. If it's like standard QB scoring, you know, 25 yards per point, but you get like the stuff for like running, you know, like that's what gives Lamar the edge over Baker. Lamar runs for 50, 60 yards. That just automatically makes his floor higher because, yeah, I mean, traditionally everybody does bad against the Steelers, you know, like Steelers don't give up a bunch of points, like, you know, for, like they don't give up a bunch of points to the quarterbacks, but Lamar's playing like the MVP right now. Is the best ball Lamar's ever been playing. Ever. So I wouldn't just sit him for anybody, but Baker, someone I would potentially sit him over. I'm still going to say Lamar to be loyal as of right now. You know, not like you got to make the choice right this second. And also Mixon, do I sit him against KC and play JT? Yep. I got Chuba and Bucky in. Yeah, I do that. And I've been telling a couple people to play. Mixon, but it's really just based on like the options that you have. And Civid 23, Denver, the Falcons D. Falcons, baby. PJ redemption for sale. Hell yeah. Super fun, dude. Super fun if you go to 420crew.com or just, you know, message me anywhere that you can. Go to fantasyfootballhustler.com and just message me on any one of those platforms, and I'll get you into one. You got to be a paid member to send me a message on Patreon. It's not something I can change. It's just the format of how it works. And let me see. Hey, Mondo, what up? And Mondo, your Mondo burger on Sleeper, right? Was that you who messaged me about if you moved on? I posted on Patreon. Make sure you go check and see if your team moved on. Only 248 teams remain. He says still in 3-4. 3 out of 4 leagues is get it. Holmes in 1. Could swap him for Geno, Rush, or Wilson. Nah, leave him in. And then I am your. Here we go on Rumble. One more. Half point Pickens if he plays. Kendre, Patrick Taylor, if all starters are out. I mean, probably Pickens is, you know, it sucks right now. Yeah, it really does. And Johnny just had to give my roomie his antibiotics IV. Oh man, Dr. Mittens, man. Hey, cheers to you for being a good roommate, bro. Cheers to you. Because yeah. Sometimes roommates suck. like a tiny little piece of ash, like right in there. Like I like go hit it and I see like this piece of ash. It's probably like super close to my lip, and all I could think about is me fucking hitting it, and then like the ash getting in my mouth or something. That would have been gross. Didn't happen though. And let's see, 723 Neighbors or Pickens. Neighbors, both good matchups. Well, see, here's the thing. If we judge the Ravens off of their entire season, it is a good matchup. But if you judge them off of their last like 4 or 5 weeks and what they've been giving up to the wide receivers, it's actually not a good matchup for Pickens. And let me see. I'll tell you, I'll give you the exact numbers here. Hold on. Let me make it over to Patreon because I got all these numbers listed out here. Hold on. Got to get to the collections. And Tim, Atlanta or Green Bay? I'm leaning Atlanta. Hold on. Let me find the wide receiver starts and sits here. Okay. Now let me find Ravens, Texans. Yeah, see, look. So for the season, Ravens giving up 25.7 points per game to the wide receivers, 31st. But over the last 4 games, they've only been giving up 13.8 points to the wide receivers. That is second lowest. And then their EPA for the season, expected points against, 28th. So like for the season, their averages, they're giving up more points. But over the last 5 games, their expected points against, they're giving up 4th. So that means they're like one of the worst matchups that you could deploy your wide receivers against. And see, for all this kind of expanded information, you guys got to be paid members on Patreon. I don't think there's too many people who are laying out like this much information for you. There's a lot. And if I made this into a video and I like digested all of this content, like it's like, it'd be like an hour plus per position that I'm doing this for. And like the research, like it's worth $5 a month. Like it's literally $5 a month, you know? So go sign up as a paid member, 420crew.com. Everybody, not just Civet, everybody who's not signed up over there. And Luis, thanks for a response, my man. I'm sad about Sincere. Yeah, I wanted to start him against Jacksonville this week. Now Madison, don't trust it. I wouldn't. Gonna have to roll Swift. Fuck, man. That's rough. And Mondo said, yeah, I am. He said, all right, badass. Just saw that post earlier. Perfect. And Luis said, I also picked up Hollywood Brown and put him in the IR. He's supposed to start this week. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to start this week or not. They did say he's a full go in practice, though. So we should find out something today. And Zach said, I just looked at the weekly start sits on Patreon, said Flowers in the flex and start Ford in the flex. Should I start Flowers or Ford? It's 2 between them. Well, so, and here's what I do. So like you just seeing that, because yeah, it did say start Flowers. And like when I say flex, that just means I'm not super confident of them as a start. Like if it's just them starting, you know, wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, that's what I think for those guys. If I put flex, you know, not a dart throw necessarily, but just someone who a little bit nervous about, but I still would start them. Now, the Steelers, over the last 4 weeks, they're giving up 25.8 points to the wide receivers. That's 27th. So that's a really good matchup. And then their points against are pretty their EPA is like 15. So it's like way better than what it was before. Let me go over, but I still like Ford, but I think the matchup is just better for Ford, especially on paper. Let me go find it. Where is it? Where's the Browns? Browns. Here we go. So the Bengals over the last 4 weeks are giving up the 31st most points. No, second most points. Sorry, not 31st most. They're 31st against the run, meaning they're a great matchup. And last 5 weeks, expected points against, 32nd. And I know this could be a tough, like, divisional matchup, but that's why I'm leaning Ford. And I guess the one thing that could suck is if it's DTR, that makes it a little bit tougher. But yeah, that's kind of why I'm leaning Ford. And 70 QB help stuck between Kyler Love and Rodgers. I'm leaning Rodgers. Giants have been a few weeks in Flowers boom game. I feel like he's due. Yeah, but it also is like it's cold. It's cold. They run it a lot. And like Bateman, like teams are scheming against Flowers. That's the thing. And like, yeah, it is I know the Steelers are probably are easier to throw on than they are to run on right now. And that's like that's one of the reasons why I think Flowers is a good start. It's tough between them. Like it really is. I just think Ford's going to get more action than Flowers is. Flowers probably has a higher floor, but I think that Ford has a higher ceiling. The matchup's better for Ford. Everything going on with his team might not be better, you know. Oh, and so what do you guys think about my because I'm gonna make content out of this. I'm not just buying the weed to like, you know, just to get it. Like it's all about the content. So like, yeah, like all this shit's gonna go to write-offs and make some videos, you know, around it. You know, some of the stuff might get age restricted or whatever, but you know, I want to see what these people offer because there's a lot of people who just blindly think that like, you know, some of these weed peeps, the YouTubers, like they think their shit is gold because of whatever they say. But I know a lot of people are fake when it comes to like there's one dude, I think he's like 24 or 25. And like, I swear this guy just started smoking weed like a couple years ago. You know, he just seems like such a nerd and the way that he fucking talks, like it doesn't sound like he's been around the weed game for a long time. But like, you know, just put stuff on the internet, and then, you know, he's got a bunch of kids like following him and high schoolers, it seems like. Flowers has been below average. Yeah, for sure. It's been it's not been great for Flowers, and because they've been running a lot. They run a lot. Teams are scheming Flowers. Like he's definitely the best wide receiver that they have. But like when it comes to fantasy football, sometimes being the best on your team makes it to where guys like Mooney and Bateman end up doing good because like teams are scheming against you so tough. That's what sucks. It really does. But so for anybody who went and read any of the start sit posts or article, you know, it's not really an article. I mean, it's on a website, but it's like, you know, it's just like a social media post. It's like our private social media. But for anybody who read the starts and sits, give a little bit of feedback so other people can hear what your guy, you know, just anything that you guys are thinking as of now. There's probably only a couple dozen people that looked at this. And that's how many people were watching the videos anyways. So I feel like the people who are looking at this would be the same people who'd be watching the video. And most of the people said that they like this because it seems like it's more information and because they could come back to it easier than a video. Mondo, sit one, half PPR, Wilson, McLaurin, Addison, Smith. McLaurin, not even that hard either. Yeah, his last game versus the Eagles, he sucked. He got like one catch, and like their secondary is insane. It really is. Whew. Shit. All right. We've been rocking for almost 2 hours. Solid. What do you guys think? Who's gonna come hang out on Thursday Night Football? It's gonna be fucking it's probably gonna be a shitty game. Like I really feel it's gonna be a shitty game. Giants said having the start sits in written form is great because I'm a stoner with ADHD and I like having the reference to look back at any time I need it. Perfect. And one thing that I would even say, you know, execute screenshots. If you're a stoner like me, sometimes you need to take screenshots of shit so you don't forget. One thing that I did say is there might be some things that I go back and change, maybe some things that I go back and add. But that's what's cool about this versus the video. Like if I was going to do the video, I mean, I don't know, it's like pointless to go back and try to edit after, you know, once it's loaded up, it's like, yeah, it's already out there. Like, fuck it. Crispy said, I'm there. Perfect. And but yeah, like that's the cool thing about putting those down in written form. I can put a lot more information. It took so long this week to like do it because I had to like create everything and all that. I already had all the numbers, but it was like plugging them all in, formatting the post in a certain way. And it's just going to be way easier moving forward because now I'm just going to like be able to copy and paste this. And I'll be able to go back and copy and paste this and then just kind of, you know, just edit the stuff in there. But it's going to make it a lot easier moving forward. And Robert, what up? Smith, Higgins, Sutton, Neighbors, Aaron Jones need 2 full PPR. Leaning, Higgins. Leaning Higgins and Devonta Smith. Man, I mean, I want to play everybody that you have. That's what's kind of tough about this question. Because, like, all those guys that you have, I want to play. And Michael said, my ass off. As a stoner, I do screenshots. That was just me. Man, I mean, it makes it way easier. You know how much shit that I'd forget if I didn't take screenshots? Because that's like the same thing as writing it down. Like, I write shit down when I'm here. You know, I have like a fucking, you know, I got sticky notes all over the place. But it's like when I'm on the road, like I'll forget shit. And like, so like, I need to take screenshots so I don't forget shit. And then, man, I mean, sometimes, you know, I'll even take a screenshot and I'll write something on it, you know, like, but yeah, like we got to be on it, man. Stoners can't be forgetting shit. I forget too much shit over the course of time. I don't want to forget shit anymore. Mondo said, I feel like it's going to be a defensive game. I mean, it's for sure going to be a defensive game. Both teams have been really good against the run. Chargers run game sucks. Broncos run game sucks. So they're going to be throwing it a lot. Might be good for the Chargers defense. I mean, we saw what Nix did last week with his 3 INTs, took a couple sacks, but I think Herbert does good, but I still think even his good is like, let's say 269.
69, dudes.
And 2 touchdowns. And that might be enough to win, you know, mixed in with a couple field goals. Michael said, I do the pocket check after any and every session. You got to, bro. You got to. Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Just always. Got to do it. And like, I'm so much of a stoner. I'm so much of a stoner that every time when I leave the house, I'm like, what the fuck am I forgetting? Like, I'll stay there for 10 minutes and like smoke more bowls, obviously. But I'm like, what the fuck am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting something. I know it, but I don't know what it is. You know, maybe we should let's just get a little bit more high and then maybe we'll remember.
You want to get high? Are we going to get high? Just let me get high.
Oh, Pickens just got ruled out, Crispy said. There we go. That's another reason that I don't like Flowers. I really don't think that this is going to be a super high scoring affair from the Steelers side of things. And like probably not going to be that high scoring of affair from the Ravens side of things because Steelers defense is amazing. And like Ravens just might be a little bit more conservative. And Civid Pickens ruled out. Looks like I'm going Neighbors. There you go. It's better matchup anyways. Better matchup anyways for Neighbors. And hell yeah, I got to make sure you don't forget. And Mondo said, I forget shit a lot, man. Hits blunts. Yep. Yeah. Giant said, who do you like between Herbs, Mahomes, Darnold? The best matchup on paper is Mahomes. But I feel like Herbert over the last couple weeks hasn't been a bad matchup. Let me do this the way that I would tell you guys to do it. Let me go to the let's go to the starts and sits. So for the Chargers, going up against the Broncos. Broncos for the season giving up 19.1 points to the quarterbacks, point per game. That is 6th. So very low, right? Now, the last 4 games, 26.9 points. That is 31st. So they're giving up an insane amount of points over the last couple weeks. That's why I like Herbert. Because, like, on paper for the season, it's not a good matchup. But if we judge the Broncos based on their last 4 to 5 weeks, they're actually a really good matchup for the quarterbacks. But let me see. But who's a better matchup? Yeah, so you know what? I take it back. By just looking at these numbers, just analyzing the numbers right now, very easy. The games are literally back-to-back in this. Broncos are giving up more points to the quarterback over the last 4 to 5 weeks. Yep, Riley Moss is out, been out for a couple weeks. And, I mean, that's another reason why, you know, I mean, he's really good. Patrick Surtain, I mean, he just hasn't seemed the same, you know. Yeah, so after looking at this, I say that Herbert is who I like the most, and the matchup is the best for him out of all 3 that you mentioned. Because, yeah, let me go see Darnold. I just already know. And Darnold, like, playing in the rain. But who do they got? They got Seahawks, right? Yeah, see, look, Seahawks giving up the 9th. They're 9th against the quarterbacks right now versus Broncos that are like 31st over the last couple weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever it was. So, yeah, and that's the kind of information that you can get like really quickly just on the start and sits, just for everybody who's listening. All of these numbers that I gave you, I already listed out. It took me, you know, however long to get all of this research that I did onto these 4 posts, 1 for each position. It's a shitload of good information. And let's see. The numbers aren't always, I mean, the numbers are always correct, but sometimes, you know, people outperform the numbers, people outperform on the matchups, people underperform on the matchups, whatever. But let's see, Johnny, I just want you to remember this because, yeah, I'm just curious. And we'll see what Herbert does tonight. Herbert goes out there and throws up 5 points. This whole sheet is bullshit. But no, I mean, it's a tough divisional matchup. And so either way, could be tough. But yeah, there's a reason why the Broncos have been giving up more points to the quarterbacks and the wide receivers over the last couple weeks. And yeah, it's not fluky. They haven't been that good at defending the quarterback. I'm so high right now.
You want to get high? We're gonna get high. Just let me get high.
Whew. That says on Yahoo says the Browns officially named DTR as the starter for week 16. Is Jerome Ford still better over Flowers with the QB situation? I'm gonna say yeah. He is. And Zivid, yeah, slot receivers have been killing the Broncos for sure. Just way different over the last, couple weeks versus the beginning, part of the season. And hey, PB and waivers, what up? Penix or AR? Dude, feel like there's some people all year who've been trying to get me to play Richardson. Let's see who's a better matchup. Since I still got this QB start and sit pulled up with all the different numbers here. So Falcons versus the Giants. Let's see. Giants. Yeah, this is weird. I mean, they've been giving up decent points, but I don't know, like way less points than expected, I guess. Not a bad matchup, but I am nervous about Penix. And then Richardson. Titans have been kind of middle of the road and giving up the points. I'm going to say Penix. That one's tough, man. That one's tough. Because I don't know if I've told anybody to really start Penix over anybody this week, but I really don't like Anthony Richardson. I really don't. It's going to be a tough divisional matchup with those guys. All right. What else? 420crew.com. Go get signed up, guys, so you can check out all the starts and sit posts. I mean, it's going to be super valuable for you when setting your Thursday night lineups. If you get signed up on the Superstar tier or higher, you'll be able to send me messages over there. So get on the Superstar tier or higher, and then you get one-on-one help every week. If you get to the all access tier, that and the top priority, I mean, those are the best. You actually get my my secondary phone, my bat line, and shit, you'll be answered. Like if I'm here live, you could get your question answered. Like if you can't tune in on YouTube because you're at work or whatever. Yeah, you message me there. You'll be able to get an answer. And don't forget 420crewmerch.com. I got one of the shirts right here. It's hoodie season. All of these are in hoodie form as well. And I will say, whatever size you wear, just unless you like wearing things a little tight, just go one size up. Just go one size up, whatever it is. And Zach said, or start Jaden Reed or Jerome Ford. It's a really good matchup for Jaden Reed. It really is. But it's a good matchup for Josh Jacobs. It's a good matchup for all the for Dubs, who just seem like it's the apple of his eye. I feel like I'd go Jerome Ford. I mean, Bengals have just been giving up so much booty to the running back. Mondo said, have to start McConkey, right? Ladd, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I would start him over everybody, but only have ETN and Debo available. I said, never mind, too high right now. Yeah, you're starting Ladd. You're starting Ladd. Definitely. Let's see, before I hit this last bowl, let's see if there's any news that came out here. Whew, Alvin Kamara unlikely to play this week. Told you guys that they were already talking about that. So Kendre Miller, go pick him up. It's gonna go check all my redraft leagues real quick, see if he might have already been picked up. Probably wasn't even available before this week, but dang, see, just in this one, Patrick Taylor's available. Drop Ritter's ass. Oh no. Someone on IR. Who the fuck is it? Njoku. All right. Drop Ritter's ass. All right. Yeah, gotta get Patrick Taylor, guys, if you don't already have him. I'm picking up DTR just so nobody can pick him up against me. Got to do those kind of things. And then Kendre. Kendre is already rostered in this one. So let's go make these pickups right now. Be growing stuff. You'll be next. Let's just go make these pickups where you can. Like Patrick Taylor. People might just be sleeping. Oh man. I hate having to move people out of the IR. Oh, nice. I already picked up DTR in the 3QB league. Perfect. Just got a cock blockery. Damn it, this sucks. I don't know who to drop. Everybody I have is good. Shit sucks. Spencer Rattler will officially start on Monday night. Rattler's probably already rostered over here. Oh, wait. I have him rostered over here too? Yes. Ha. Fuck everybody. Nice. Yeah, I added Spencer Rattler 2 days ago. Perfect. Good. Oh, shit. I'm playing Johnny. We're coming in scrapping with the scrappy QBs. And be growing stuff right at the starting lineup. Goff, Barkley, Henry, Cup, McLaurin. Ooh, that's ugly. That brings it down. BTJ, Laporta, Bryce Huff, Aubrey, benches, Ridley, Pickens, Sharp, and Joku. Love, Kamara, Gainwell, Colton. Would you make changes? Yeah, I would take McLaurin out of there. I'd play Ridley over McLaurin. Johnny said Ford is the least talented as Dowdle, and Rico looked awesome against the Bengals, right? Right. Hey, Patrick, what up? Did you start any of these QBs over Herbert, Stroud, Jones, Rush, Gino? No. If you rewind it a few minutes, you can hear my rant about Herbert and the Bronco and his Broncos matchup. Zach said Rico Dowdle had 25 points versus the Bengals. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, like, that's how bad the Bengals have been against the run. And TS, Terrier Mixon. It's my championship game, projected to win by 15. Probably go Mixon. And TS said, to be fair, JD was hurt in that Eagles game. Terry could go off. I mean, yeah, he could go off. He could also put up 5 points or less. And the numbers, like the Eagles they shut down the wide receivers. I'll go give you the exact numbers from the wide receiver start and sit. Peace out, Michael. We'll catch you later, bro. Right now, Eagles for the season giving up 17.6 points per game to wide receivers. That's lowest in the NFL. Points per game over the last 4 games, 17.7, like almost identical to what they've been doing for the entire season, but that's 6th because there's other teams like the Ravens who've given up less. And then for the season EPA, they're giving up the least expected points against. They're first. That means they're giving up the least amount of points expected. Over the last 5 games, their EPA is 3rd. Everything is all bad for this Terry matchup. Like, could he go off? Yeah, for sure. But literally anything can happen. Okay. So that's what, like, could he go off? Yeah, everybody could go off by that logic, though. So we got to play the numbers. And for me, that's why Terry's a big sit this week. Big sit. That's like my number 1 sit, like, of the week. I hope he goes out and balls because there's places where I can't sit him and I have to play him, but it sucks, man. Oh, shit. Zach said, I just read that Rashad Bateman's in a walking boot. Flower and Mark Andrews to see more targets. I mean, okay. Crazy. All right. I got to go. I'm going to have to go update this and make Bateman a sit if he's in a walking boot right now. Actually, I didn't get through any more news. Let's see. Chris Olave, 21-day window opened. Oh shit, TJ Watt, no injury designation. Nice. Pickens is out officially. Mahomes off the injury report and will start Saturday. Trying to see if there's any more relevant players. Oh, Tony Pollard not practicing. Nick Westbrook, not practicing. Oh, no way. I don't know if T. Higgins didn't. Yeah, I don't think T. Higgins practiced today after being limited yesterday. That's not good, Mr. Glass. Yeah, and I see us here. Rashad Bateman had a walking boot on in the locker room. Could be precautionary. John Harbaugh said there's enough time for Nelson Aguilar to clear concussion protocol to be available on Saturday. Interesting. So there you go, Nelson Aguilar, long shot dart throw guy. Cardinals open, part of Cardinals practice. Kaiser White was absent. In addition, Mac Wilson Sr. Ooh. So that's good for Chuba. That's good for Chuba. I don't know. I mean, it ends up if they don't play or not. Njoku not practicing. Myles Garrett not practicing. They said IR rest for him. Brian Burns not practicing. But Brian Daboll said, yes, he will play Sunday, though. Isaac Guarendo unlikely to play. KJ Britt did not practice. No Mike Evans. Cade Otton was off to the side during warmups. Oh, man, everybody's hurt. Chiefs plan to activate Hollywood Brown for the game. Let's see. All right, well, there we go. Right. Zach said, yeah, but if the Ravens are winning, yeah, exactly. They would not be throwing that much. Luis dropped Madison for Kendre. Yes, sir. Do it. Zach says, since the Ravens are more of a run first team, definitely. And Quinn on Facebook, what up? Cook, Hubbard, Brown, Chase Brown, Bucky, which two you think? I mean, I like all of these guys. That's the issue here. Man, I feel like it's Bucky and Chase Brown. Be grown stuff. Thielen just went 9 for 11, 102 on Philly. I think Terry's better. This game means more for Washington at home. So I feel what you're saying though. Let's see. Let's go look at the last couple games for the Eagles. Yeah, I mean, the Rams had a good game on them, too. I mean, really, that's it. I mean, I wonder. Adam Thielen probably had everything for that game. I'm curious. I wish I could pull something up that showed me, like, all the wide receivers that played against them recently. Yeah, Luis, I just said that Kamara is unlikely to play this week. Where the fuck are they? All right. Let's see. Who else did Philly play recently? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely taking a stand on Terry being a sit. Doesn't mean I'm not going to play him. Like I said, I got to play him in some matchups too. Let's see. Seawolves on Patreon. Bucky, Tracy, Dowdle, ETN, JT, Ford, Rashad White, or Patterson. Damn, for just one? I think I'm leaning Bucky out of everybody if I'm picking just one. And Johnny, if Kendrick gets a start, how do you feel? Stack him up against Ford. I mean, I feel like they're both probably, similar, like boats, right? I feel like I would just lean Ford a little bit more. But yeah, pretty close either way. All right. Should I do a Thursday night stream tonight? Who's going to come through if I do a Thursday night stream? Because, man, I feel like this game is just going to suck. Calling it for Herbert, though. 269 and 2 touchdowns.
69, dudes!
All right. Johnny said, I'll be here for the live stream if you are. Okay. And yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll just stream the first half or something if it's really a shit game. This is the playoffs. I know I got some lad going. I think I'm going to go hit up Crispy Crunchy Chicken. You guys talking about it too much one time. Yeah. Made me want some. So we're going to do another bowl. Oh, nice. Got a couple new strains to try out. All right. Mondo said I'll make an appearance. Let's get it. All right. Yeah, because either way, being the playoffs and all, I'll be watching the game either way. So, yeah, we'll be here at least for the first half. And if it's a good game, stay the whole time. Then maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll get Hess on the stream. Maybe we'll get Jamie on the stream or something. If any other 420 crew members ever want to come on the stream, even if it's, 5 or 10 minutes or whatever, just let me know. Sea Wolves, hold on. One more question here. Two wide receivers, 2 flex. Collins, Adams, Evans, Lamb, Bucky. Nico and Adams. I'm going to say Lamb and Bucky for now. Yeah, Mike Evans didn't practice today. As far as we know, they said during the open portion of practice, he wasn't there. So that being on a Thursday, we just never know. Chris Olave, they say he's probably doubtful. So yeah, they said they just opened up the 21-day window for him. But yeah, I wouldn't be looking to start him. All right, Luis said if you're on, I'll hop on too. There we go. All right. As long as we got a few crew members in the house, I'm down. And Johnny said leg banana, Skittles, 26%, 26.8. Sour Patch Runts, 30.5, 30.05. Nice. Yeah, that Sour Patch Runt sounds good. All right, here we go. Cheers, guys. Let's smoke it up. Last bowl for the show. And then, we'll be back for Thursday. I got to go set all my lineups and everything. I got, how many teams do I got? I think I got, let me see, 14. You have 19 or 20 playoff teams in it right now. 19 or 20 playoff teams in right now. A lot of these dynasties, they're already set. There's not much I could do to them. We got who we got. It's all these redrafts where I got like so many fucking good options. That's the problem. Lat. and Herbert in Superflex. Those are really the only guys that I want to start. Sutton, he's definitely someone that I want to start in places where I can. But yeah, I really think this game's gonna suck. But let's hope that it hits the over. Let's see, what's the over under on this game? 42.5. Yeah, fuck. They're predicting a low scoring game. If it's below 43, that's like a really low scoring prediction for me. And I know it's right on the cusp of that, but still. Mondo said, hoping Ladd gets a tutty. I bet he gets one. I bet Ladd goes for like 110. Wait, hold on. I got to do the receptions first. I bet he goes like 8 for 110 and a tug. That's what I bet he does tonight. Because when he's out there, Herbert just force feeds him. Whew. 420crew.com. Don't forget to go signed up. Get signed up over there. Free member or a paid member, but make sure I do it as a paid member. Yeah, you want to support. And Zach said Baker Mayfield has a knee injury. Oh shit, man! Just got to be paying attention. Just make sure I'm going to be posting as much relevant news, as I can to Patreon. So make sure you guys are over there. Just make sure you get the app downloaded. That's the best way to make sure you get the notifications. Giants said, gotta start Herbs and Ladd in a bunch of places, so I'll be very invested in tonight's game. But yeah, for sure, I got a lot of Herbert. I got a couple Ladds. But the one league where I'm 25-1, where I'm it's the league number 25, and I only have one loss. I had the bye this past week. But yeah, it is. I got Ladd over there and Brian Thomas Jr. Like I'm rolling with some of these rooks over there, and they've been doing good. Same Ladd in a couple spots. There we go. All right, guys, don't forget to go grab some merch. 420crewmerch.com. There's t-shirts over there. There's hoodies, and it is hoodie season. Make sure you go get one of the hoodies. I got one, and it's nice. I mean, keeps you warm, and but it's not super thick, but you know, it does the job. So yeah, go grab one. I think everything's on sale to some extent right now. 420 Crew merch. And Bake's got in one question right before we get out of here. Pick 2 full PPR. Ray McLeod, Adunze Ridley. Ridley's in. I'm gonna go with Dunze. And Mondo said, how do the hoodies fit? One size over? Yeah, go one size up. Go one size up. Yeah, I said that a little bit earlier. If you like it, I feel like if you like it tight, pause. If you like the tight fit, just get whatever size you normally wear. If you like wearing it big, I like wearing it, you know, a little bit bigger. Go one size up. And Giant Sound 5'9", 190. I like an XL hoodie from Threadless. There we go. And Bake said, laugh my ass off. Not super thick, but it does the job. Right? Big pause. So yeah, 420crewmerch.com. Go check it out, guys. We've got a bunch of different designs. All the designs are available, and t-shirts, hoodies. There's like mugs and, you know, a whole bunch of shit. So yeah, go check it out and go support, and appreciate you guys. And we will see you for Thursday Night Football, and go check out the starts and sits if you have not on Patreon, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the